What up, people? It's your boy Marv, and this is the Nerds in the Hood show. I want to welcome y'all. We are back. Well, I'm back. Nerds in the Hood is here. We are doing our thing once again. This is episode 1, in a sense, video 1 of a new phase, a new chapter in the journey that is Nerds in the Hood. Again, I want to thank you all who watched and supported us over the past 3.5 years. And hopefully you keep watching, keep subscribing, keep checking us out. We got a lot more things to come. This is just the first of many different types of segments we're doing. This is just simple movie reviews. It's the summer, and part of the summer is summer blockbuster movies. Something that's been going on for many a decades. Some of the best movies came out during the summer. And this summer is no different. You know what I mean? So your boy got his movie pass from AMC. Shout out to AMC for that movie pass. That joint is official. It's official. I ain't gonna lie. I was very hesitant on using it for a long time. I didn't want to pay for it because I wasn't really going to the movies like that. But now, things change. Boy got himself a little lady. Got to get the movie dates popping. So here I am. We're going on movie dates and stuff. But I actually went with my family. Shout out my boy BC, LC, KC, AC, the whole C family. Shout out to them. They know who they are. We went to see Inside Out 2. All right. So this is a movie review for Inside Out 2. I got my Disney hat on. You know what I'm saying? Doing big things out here. Life is going good. You know what I mean? Kamala might be president. All that stuff is happening. So it feels like a good time to review a movie. That's what it feels like. Feels like a really good time to just review a family-friendly movie just about, life's pleasures. But in this case, Inside Out 2, latest in the Disney franchise of Inside Out, the sequel to the original. The original Inside Out is arguably one of the greatest Pixar movies ever made. Like, let's be real. And I'm saying one of. I didn't say the. So people don't come at me in the comments with he said it's the greatest one ever made. No, I didn't say that. What I am saying is arguably one of the greatest. It's not number one, but I would argue that it has a spot in the top 10 at least. Okay, it was a very good movie. But now when you look at the sequel, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I think it also has a fighting chance to be the bottom of the top 10, or at least that outside looking in 11 to 15 category. You know what I'm saying? It's a good movie. Before I continue, as always, I must let y'all know spoilers are ahead. So please be advised, if you're planning to see this movie either in theaters really, really soon, or you're going to wait till it hits Disney Plus, which it eventually will, then, feel free to skip through to the end. But at least, give me my like. Give me a like, subscribe to the channel Nerds in the Hood, and make sure that you are notified so when I do other reviews for movies or TV shows or anything else that you don't care about getting spoiled, you will be right here front and center watching this show. Okay? But for now, spoilers are ahead. So you were warned. I'm going in at this point, okay? But basically, this movie picks up several years after the events of the original Inside Out. And Riley is now a teenager. That is the girl that the emotions live in. And these emotions are still doing a thing, but they are coming up on teenage problems. And the teenage problems incur new emotions. So you get anxiety, we got boredom, we got embarrassment, we got envy. And was that all of them? I feel like that was all of them. Yeah. Oh, and then we got nostalgia. Nostalgia, it was a very funny gag, but nostalgia, they even admitted, which is true because I go through it all the time as a man in his 30s. Nostalgia, they said, come back when you're older, come back when you're an adult. They didn't really want nostalgia yet because it was too early for nostalgia. So that was a very funny joke. I thought that was one of the funniest jokes in the movie. It was because this is a very clever movie because you're working with emotions, but you're using it. Pixar has a funny way of using those kind of things when it comes to like emotions or space or toys or whatever. But this, to me, that was something that hit me right at home because I always love talking about good things that happened back in the day in my life, in my friend's life, family, all that stuff. So there were several new emotions. All of them, once again, as usual, all-star cast. You already know the ones who was in it, like the what's her name, Amy Poehler. You already know that Lewis Black is in it. But this time, last movie, Bill Hader was fair. This movie, Tony Hale was fair. And he did a good job. He did his thing. Last movie, Mindy Kaling was discussed. And I think this time, if I'm right, you know what? I'm not even going to say if I'm right because I forgot. So, Liza Lapira, she played Discuss. She did her thing too. So give it up for her. A lot of y'all might not know who she is, but look her up. She does things. I'm not going to sit here and go through her whole category of what she's done. But she earned her stripes. So that's why she's in a big time Disney Pixar film, replacing a big time actress. And we had other fun things. Phyllis Smith returned to as Sadness. But we had Ayo, who you've seen in The Bear, Ayo Debiri, as Envy. We had Maya Hawke as Anxiety. And so much more. So many more people. It was a lot. Man, one thing I noticed that they did was they did a fun little spin on Blue's Clues, Dora the Explorer, all the real preschool like shows that Disney and Nickelodeon made. But I noticed they also kind of like low key made fun of that show Bluey that everybody likes, that all the kids like with the dogs. That show, they made fun of it, and they have Ron Funches playing a character that was similar to that named Bluefy. So not to be confused with Monkey D. Luffy, but Bluefy. And that was funny because all of them were like computer animated Pixar characters. He and one other character were the only ones that were actual like 2D cartoon characters. And I thought that was like mad dope. And another funny character was there was a character named Lance Slashblade. This was a video game character that was used to just represent like some of her old feelings that she had when she was a kid playing video games. But what made it so dope was they made this man cell shaded like an old PlayStation 2 game. And he was even moving with the same animatronic motions as a PlayStation 2 game, which was, for me as a fellow nerd in the hood, it was nostalgic. It was fire. I thought it was cool. It was everything I needed to see in that movie. And as usual, in Pixar movies, I did cry. I'm not gonna lie, I did cry. She experienced things that people, even if you ain't a teenager anymore, you still are experiencing today. And the way Disney tackled mental health and the way they tackled anxiety as a whole. First of all, anxiety was the antagonist of this film. It was the villain. Because anxiety, it's crazy. And that's how they made it in this movie. It made it very manic, very like just panicky and just moving all over the place at lightning speeds. Because when you have anxiety, you don't know what's next, what's going on. You're just nervous about whatever's about to happen. Like I was nervous before I even shot this freaking video because I'm like, I don't know how many views this is going to get, but you still got to power through it, right? And I've experienced having an anxiety attack, which the character Riley experiences in the movie. And the way they did the anxiety attack was so fire to me. Like that much I will not spoil. You just have to see how they tackle having an anxiety attack and treating yourself from an anxiety attack, how to bring yourself down from it. And it was dope. It was dope. I like the way they did that. I like the way they focused on like sarcasm, which was funny too, because that wasn't a new emotion, but it was just the way they handled it. It was like once you use sarcasm, everything in your brain kind of just erases itself from the happiness you once had, because now you're not a good person anymore. When you're sarcastic, you're kind of a jerk. But it was really just the focus on, again, like mental health, but just the focus on growing up and trying to fit in, trying to be a good person, trying not to be a bad person, but also realizing when you are one, when you are having a moment where you're like, I was being kind of a jerk. That was on me. You know what I'm saying? I was wilding. And that is like, that's why I said it has a rightful place. I'm willing to fight and say that this has a rightful place in the top 10 of Pixar movies. Not all Disney animated movies, because there's the Frozens, there's the Lion Kings, there's the Beauty and the Beast, all that. I'm saying in the realm of Pixar movies, this has a right to be up there. It has a right. When the dust settles, we don't know what other movies Pixar got up their sleeve over time, maybe another sequel to some other movie or a new movie. But when the dust settles, Inside Out has a case. It has a case. It has a case. They got Riley playing hockey, which is pretty dope too. I love that. Because I didn't really know what they was gonna have her do. Probably I thought she was gonna go to like a camp for the summer or something. She technically did. She went to a sports camp, but it was pretty cool. They had her playing hockey, and they used that to elevate those emotions, elevate the enviousness of other people, elevate the anxiety from trying to be the best hockey player and make the high school team because she was about to go to high school. And then they even made funny jokes where they showed that Inside Out could work for any age because they used the same basic emotions of joy, fear, sadness, and anger in the mother and the father as well. Riley's mother and father. So they did a little joke about that where in the father's brain, he was just like, fam, we just gonna watch this sports game. I ain't trying to have no smoke. I just want to chill. And then they used anxiety in their heads too to show that anxiety was everywhere once you get past your teenage years. So, I thought this was an amazing movie. Like I said, spoilers were ahead, but I wasn't trying to spoil the whole movie for y'all. I just wanted to do a brief review about it. I thought the voice acting was phenomenal. The people they picked to play the characters they picked. Shout out to Tony Hale and Liza Lapira, who replaced Mindy Kaling and Bill Hader, respectively. And they did their thing. They didn't skip a beat, and it was still a good movie. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to hit sequelitis. For those of you who don't know, sequelitis is when a sequel comes out and it does not live up to the first movie's hype. Does not live up to it at all. And now you're sitting there wondering, like, what just happened? So, it did not go through sequelitis. It did its thing, and it did really good. I thought it was really good movie for the summer. I don't really watch a lot of cartoon movies unless I'm with my family. So you're not going to catch me being one of those grown men sitting in the background like, oh, that's crazy. Like, no, I don't. That's going to look weird, Don't want to be that guy. That's not me. But what I am saying is when those opportunities arise and you can go to the movies and see a family movie like that, do it. Take your family, take your friends, go see that movie. It's dope. And as adults, we got to have no shame in our game for these Pixar films. You feel me? Like Pixar films is us. We came up with the Pixar films first. We walked into the game with the Toy Story 1 and A Bug's Life. Like they did that for us. So the ones that's coming out now, that's still us, man. Damn it, that's still us. I don't care what nobody say. I'm rocking with it to this day. So I rocks with Inside Out too. I think it's dope. I'm going to introduce a very new movie review scale. Overall review scale, not just for movie reviews. Usually we try to just keep it at a number or a letter grade. All that is cool. But I'm going to keep it to 3 simple terms. It's either valid, it's alright, or it ain't it. That's it. And this movie is valid. It is a valid film. You heard it here first from Nerds in the Hood. It's valid. I know it's been out for a couple of weeks, but if you ain't see it yet, you heard it here first. Nerds in the Hood. Inside Out 2 is valid. And I can't say much more than that. So definitely go see it. I highly recommend it. There's more summer films we're going to be checking out soon because, like I said, your boy got the movie pass, and that allows me to see 3 movies a week. I don't know if I'm going to see 3 movies a week, but I'm going to try. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, this is the new and improved Nerds in the Hood. I'm not going to say new. I'm not going to say improved. That's not the word we're going to say. We're going to backtrack. But this is the new Nerds in the Hood. We are doing our thing, pushing through. I appreciate y'all for still sticking around and watching this show. And if you ever want to see one of the older things, I'm going to keep it up there for a little while. But in the meantime, in between time, follow us at Nerds in the Hood. NERDZINTHEHOOD. You can catch all the upcoming videos that I'm going to be posting soon. I'm going to try to get this out throughout the week, not just once a week, but try to do 2 or 3. Who knows? We'll see. And we're going to have so much more things to come. Follow me on all social media. I'm working on getting a link tree so we can just have it in one spot. And check out our anime rap intros that we now call Anime Intros The Remix. You know what I'm saying? So we just throw some cool songs on there. Imagine, if you will, an anime that you like that was in the English dub. And if you know English dub, they try to always throw some English version on it and it never hit the same. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if they got the rights to use a Drake song or a Kendrick song or a Jay-Z song or a Doja Cat song, like whoever. And we just have fun with it. It ain't just rap. We just doing rap R&B. Because pop songs could easily get on there. Some of them have been. Kaiju number 8 got a One Republic song. So it's been done. So with that being said, again, check out Inside Out 2. It is valid. And this show is also valid. We appreciate y'all. And we'll catch you next time on another edition of Nerds in the Hood. Peace.